Today we are here with attorney David Greene to talk about car wrecks. Everyone is different, and the type of crash you have may determine how to approach your case after an accident. David, thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be here.
Sure. So let's start off with the basics. A single vehicle car accident. How do you guys approach that?
You know, that can be a very serious situation. You have people that are tragically killed or severely injured from this type of crash, and they think they don't have a case because there may not be another vehicle there. You need to make sure that you talk to a local law firm like the lawyers at Greene and Phillips. Many times there's a phantom vehicle where you've got a vehicle that runs you off the road or some other defect that causes the need for you to have a lawyer because you're severely injured. But very important, if you have a single vehicle crash, you talk to a lawyer.
Is that the same for a fender bender? I know a lot of times when that happens or there's little to no damage, sometimes people will be like, it's okay, we'll just figure it out later. What do we need to do to approach that the right way?
I'll tell you this, number one, you need to make sure you call the authorities.
Yeah.
Make sure you get a report and then you seek medical treatment no matter how small it is, because you can have a major problem with just a very small amount of damage. I remember taking a local doctor's deposition many years ago. There was very low impact, very little damage, and this gentleman had surgery. And so the doctor said, absolutely, this caused the need for surgery. You just don't know what you're dealing with. You need to make sure you protect yourself. Always call the authorities by calling 911, get them out, talk to a lawyer, and also get treatment.
Yes, very, very important in that order as well. Make sure you call 911, I should say, immediately. What about the more serious crashes, such as a crash with a commercial carrier?
Those are all so different because you have a large crash, you've got a large vehicle, you've got all this weight versus your car or your truck, and you need to make sure 9 times out of 10 you're going to have the authorities already called, but if not, call the authorities. The same process is what you would go through. But in these cases, many times people are severely injured. And the Greene and Phillips lawyers have handled many, many large cases over the years, from bus crashes to 18-wheeler crashes. We're involved in many cases throughout the Southeast. You need to make sure you talk to a lawyer that understands what they're doing, because these cases, you have to have experts, you have to have all types of measurements and calculations. These things can be very serious, but you need a local lawyer for that.
So important, you guys, so make sure you write this down. Of course, this will be on the website too. David, if someone is involved in any type of car accident, how can they reach out to you guys?
You never need an appointment to come by and see us at 51 North Florida Street here in Mobile. Your consultation is free, and we don't get paid until you do. You can also give us a call at 251-300-2000 or visit us on social media or at greenphillips.com.